Good afternoon, friends. Welcome to Konexio Technical Insight. I am Rahul Randeria, and I will be the host for today's show. Today, we would be discussing about the trends, the setups in indices, Nifty, Bank Nifty, as well as different stocks. Last week, we have discussed that at 12,000 mark, which is a psychological level, we might see selling pressure in the Nifty, and we might see profit booking at the higher levels. Definitely, exactly in the same manner, Nifty and Bank Nifty behaved. Nifty and Bank Nifty both witnessed selling pressure at the higher levels, and at the lower levels, it made a swing low of around 11,550 or 60 odd levels. From there, on the weekly charts, Nifty has formed an engulfing bearish pattern, which is indicating some sort of weakness from the current levels. As you can see on the chart on the screen, on the weekly charts, Nifty from the levels of 7,500, it has been moving in an upward rising channel, making higher tops, higher bottoms. Still, it is just above its support trend line. But looking at the current setup, RSI is also showing some sort of exhaustion and weakness at these levels. And on the weekly charts, Nifty has formed a bearish pattern, which indicates that further sell-off could be seen from the current level. So definitely, uh, it is going to be highly volatile market. Now, other from technical aspects, I would like to just recollect just two more important things. Next week, it is going to be a global event, which is the US election. Therefore, it could be a highly volatile week. Market would behave in a wild manner. We might see wild swings on both the sides. Stop loss might get triggered on both sides, either on the long or the short. Most important point globally, which is the start of the second wave of the coronavirus. We have seen that in the Europe already the second wave has started. All major part of the European countries have started a lockdown. Yesterday also, UK Prime Minister Boris Johnson said that they are going for a lockdown. So this is again, it is going to be a bigger concern for the global economy. So this could put more pressure on the markets in the coming days or weeks or months. So definitely at these well levels, it could be most important thing to stay nimble footed, stay cautious, try to book profits at the higher levels. At these levels, going long would not be recommended because the risk rewards are not matching at these levels. So definitely one needs to be cautious at this point of time. As I said, Nifty has formed a bearish pattern on the weekly charts. Now for the next week, the strategy would remain same, sell on rise. But on 3rd November, it is going to be US election, so it is going to be highly volatile. So now for next week, the important supports in the Nifty are placed around 11,452, which is the spot mark. If it closes below those levels, then Nifty might drift down to 11,295 marks. On the upside, the major resistance is placed around 11,807 Nifty spot levels. If it closes above those levels, then next level would be around 11,929. As I said, it is a sell on rise market, so any pullback should be used to go short at the higher levels. Now, I would like to discuss Bank Nifty. Same in Bank Nifty, we have seen a sharp selling pressure from the levels of around 24,500 or 24,400 odd levels in the last week. Uh, Banking sectors was under pressure for the week, and on the result of that, Bank Nifty again came under pressure. So definitely on the daily charts, Bank Nifty has given a breakout of a rising channel. It has shown a breakout on the downside, which is a matter of concern. Again, on the RSI, which is a momentum indicator, also showing exhaustion and weakness. Again, there is some sort of negative divergence on RSI also. So looking at the daily charts of Bank Nifty, where the channel has been broken on the downside, I would caution the traders to be uh, uh, highly trade with strict stop losses and avoid going long. Or if anybody is into profit, try to book profits at the higher levels. Of anybody who wants to take fresh positions, use any pullback to go short at the higher levels in Bank Nifty also. Now the crucial supports and resistance in the Bank Nifty are placed at. First of all, I will talk about the supports. The crucial support in the Bank Nifty is placed at 23,533 spot levels. And if it breaks those levels, then next support would be coming around 22,970 mark. On the upside, the major resistance is around 24,339 marks. If it closes above those levels, then direct resistance would be around 24,823 marks. So these were the observations which I have seen in the Nifty and Bank Nifty. And as I said, the global event, US elections is very important. market might see wide swings on both the sides. Again, the second wave of coronavirus have already started in the Europe. Again, European countries are going into lockdown. This could put pressure on the global markets. So I would recommend to traders and investors to be cautious at the higher levels, try to book profits. Yes, there would be stock specific action where you might get opportunity to invest for the long term. That can be taken as an opportunity for long term investment basis. So that can be done. Now, I would like to discuss some derivative data on the Bank Nifty and Nifty where the position has been built. First of all, I would like to discuss about Nifty. The major part of the positions where on where the strike price, major strike price, where the position has been built in Nifty. First of all, I would like to discuss on the Nifty calls. The major position, strong position has been built in the Nifty calls are, as you can see on the screen, are 11,800 mark, 11,900 mark, and 12,000 mark, which is a psychological mark. Now, as you can see, the percentage change, which clearly indicates that very strong call writing has been done. So, looking at this, I feel that the upside is kept. So, any pullback should be used to go short at the higher levels. Now, on the put side, the major part of the position, the strong position where the in the puts where the position has been built is around 11,500 puts, 11,400 puts, and 11,300 puts, as you can clearly see on the screen. So definitely the range is 11,900 to 12,000, and on the downside 11,300. Any pullback should be used to go short at the higher levels on the Nifty. Now on the Bank Nifty, if we see, Bank Nifty has been highly volatile in the past week. Again, in the next week, it is going to be highly volatile. So in Bank Nifty calls, the major concentration of the position has been seen around 24,500 on the upside, as you can see on the screen. And next level is the 25,000, which is the psychological mark. Again, looking at the percentage change, strong call writing has been done at the higher levels. So this again clear indicates that the upside is also kept in Bank Nifty. Now on the downside, on the put side, the major position has been built is around 23,500 put, and second is 23,000 put. So these are the levels where traders can watch out for. Trade with strict stop losses. Stop loss might get triggered on both the sides because of the global event. So trade cautiously. Now for the final segment of the today's show would be a long-term investment call. I have identified one stock which is looking promising at these levels. It is from a real estate sector. The stock is DLF. The stock has been consolidating for last many months. If we see, yes, you can see on the charts, the stock has been consolidating in upward rising channel, where in the last 2 to 3 months the volumes were on the rise. The prices has also been moving upside, making higher tops, higher bottoms, and it is moving in an upward rising channel. On on Thursday, it has taken a support near the support line of the rising channel, where multiple times the stock has taken support and bounced back from those levels. So looking at this pattern, and again on the RSI also has taken a support at that particular 45 mark, and again it is bouncing back. So this clearly indicates that the stock has potential to move or give a rally in the long term from the current levels. The stock is quoting around 158. Any correction or any cool off in the price should be used for investment purpose for long term. On the upside, a conservative target for the upward rising channel, which is the resistance, which is coming almost around 200 mark. So long term target would be 200. Any long term investor could use any dips in the stocks as a buying opportunity for long term. So definitely these were the observation on the markets, on the indices, as well as the individual stocks. Again, during the end of the show, I would like to suggest you to traders and investors to be cautious, because next week is going to be highly volatile on the back of the US election result. Again, coronavirus cases are rising in the Europe. Europe is going into lockdown. So stay cautious, stay nimble footed, try to book profits at the higher levels. Thank you very much. Any comments, I would recommend you to put in the comment box, and have a nice trading day, trading week.